This another edition of Fresh Perspective. You got me, Mr. Homage, and you got my main man, young talent, Court Chappelle. We in the building, and we got another issue to talk about. We got to discuss the big baller brand. We gotta really hone in on this. We gotta get some perspectives on this from my man Court. But this is one of his many, many, many realms of life that he aspired to be in. So we gotta talk to him and see what he's thinking about. Go ahead, Court. Talk to me. Talk to the people.
Um, I like the idea of
Oh, what?
listen. I like the idea
Nah,
of the big baller brand independently putting out a shoe. That's cool.
mhm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree with that. I think that's very cool.
Wanting to independently do it and showing people that you can do it. It's cool. That's a dope idea. That's a dope way to do it. I get it. You want to be a distributor. You want to be a partner. You don't want a distribution. You don't want to sign under somebody. You want a partnership, whatever may have you. My issue with that is that if you was going to do that from the gate, then what you should have been looking for from the gate was investors and not going to Nike or Adidas or Reebok talking about $1 billion for all three sons. Feel like if that's what you want to do and that's how you want to do it, then you should have been looking for investors from the gate to do that from the start, not looking for all these corporations to back you. And then when they don't want to back you, you say, well, I put it out myself. That's what you should have did from the first place if that's what you was going to do. That's one issue. But the biggest issue of all of this is that the sneakers is $500 basically, and the slides is $2 and some change for a guy that did not get to the national championship game, for a guy who didn't win his conference championship. I mean, everybody say, "Oh, you spend all this money on some Jordans or this or that." Jordan, it was that guy. Jordan won a national title. Jordan was a rookie of the year. Jordan was a dunk contest guy. Like Jordan was that dude. We don't know who Lonzo is. Well, y'all don't know who Lonzo is. I know who Lonzo is. Y'all don't know who Lonzo is. I don't view him as that type of player. I don't view him as one of those guys. So I'm not getting this whole big it's a lot of pressure he added to Lonzo, and I just don't think Lonzo is that good. I think he's good. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a solid player. I think he's gonna be he can make an all-star. He'll be an all-star guard, but they're doing brands, and his dad is talking as if he's a superstar. I don't see him as a superstar, and maybe he is. But at $500 on the come out for something that looked like some Kobe's, nah, I'm good.
I'm with you. My take on it is a little different, but we kind of in the same realm. I like the fact that Lonzo Ball and the Ball family and LeVar Ball is trying to change the game. And usually when you try to change the game, it's going to be different. You're going to get some backlash. What I didn't like was the way he rubbed the main three competitors. I didn't like the way he rubbed those people. You don't rub Nike, you don't rub Adidas, and you don't rub Under Armour in the way that he rubbed them when you're trying to sell the same thing that they sell. They have enough money, they have enough power, and they have enough influence on the business to destroy your brand. They can do that because you need their brands to build yours because they're all a part excuse me, of the basketball family. They're all a part of one entity. So you try to get into that entity. Now I understand that you want to be a partner and this, that, and the third. That's cool. But I do agree with what you said on doing it the right way. Come in with a group of investors. So you're presenting to these people, hey, I'm my own brand. Why are you trying to partnership with them? And then now all of a sudden, because they say no, they don't want to deal with your ass, now it's a problem. Now I'm going to sell it myself. The price of the shoe, I do have an issue with the price of the shoe because, I mean, I already got a price issue with, the shoes that's $200 and so dollars today. But for a guy to have a $500 shoe, it ain't played a game, and then you are cool with acknowledging that, that's what I got a problem with. Because unlike Court, Lonzo Ball, I was supporting you. I was a big fan of you. I believed in your ability. So, with that being said, for me to believe in your ability, and then you get in the moment, and the boy put 40 on your head, and you didn't come down not one time in an entire game, that entire game and say, I don't care what the play is, I'm finna get the ball and I'm finna work you. Because that's what he was doing to you. That's all he was doing to you. They wasn't running no play, wasn't no pick. I got Lonzo on me, time to work. He hoop sessions you. And not one time did you turn that game into a hoop session. And for me, as the casual fan of college basketball, you could have took college basketball back to new heights because you had the world you had it right there. You had it. You could have put college basketball back on the map. But you went out there when in the biggest games of the entire season, like Court said, in your conference championship and in the NCAA tournament, when they needed you to be great, bounce passes. You just out there going through the motions. No, that's not what somebody who got $500 shoe. That ain't it. Usually you're MVP when you got a $200 shoe. You got some different credentials. Your dad has pretty much said you're the MVP. Yeah, to him, of course, everybody's dad look at that. Barry Sanders might be the only son that his father didn't think he was the best of all time. He might be the only one because he had other running backs ahead of his son until his son started doing shit that them people he had ahead of his son ain't fucking do. And he had to realize that. And I think that's the problem with it. And also, LeVar Ball, don't think we gonna let that slide. Not me and Courtney. It's a reason why you wanted that deal first. Because you're trying to solidify that money because one or two or possibly three of them sons that you hyping up might end up not being shit. But
two of them, one will be an all-star, one will be a great complimentary player, and the youngest one is the superstar. Melo is the superstar. The one at cello is a great role player. He'll be fundamentally sound and he'll help a team. Lonzo will be an all-star 3 times maybe. He'll help a really good team. And before we get off of this, before we close this out, I really want to say I'm breaking this now. The best place in the NBA in this current draft for Lonzo Ball to go is not the Los Angeles Lakers. If he stays in LA, it's over. He will slowly but surely, it'll work out. But any injury happen to any other guy that's a main point on that team, it's gonna fizzle out. Lonzo Ball needs to go be a Boston Celtic and play under Brad Stevens in that kind of system and that kind of motion with all those guys over there where he can go out there, dish, be efficient, take little shots here. He ain't got to be the man because they already got people over there that want to be the man. Best place in the world for him is the Boston Celtics.
Okay, well, that sounds good with the Boston Celtics because they're going to have that lottery pick, so they'll probably be in the thick of things to get them. And I don't see San Antonio trading up any kind of picks, putting anything together for LaMarcus Aldridge to get him. So I think San Antonio would be a good spot for him too.
You don't need him, San Antonio. Y'all good. Y'all got y'all point guard of the future. Let DeJounte do his thing.
Oh, okay.
We're
gonna see how good that lasts. I hope Popovich could develop him like he developed Tony Parker. Because if he don't, he gonna be retired real soon. He in trouble right now, is what I'm saying. He better stop being cute. Because Belichick gonna leave as soon as Tom retire. God bless and good night. I ain't going out there with nobody else. You got me fucked up. So y'all can put something bad on my name, but now Popovich doing a good job. Yeah, he just better not lose to Houston, a team that all they do is shoot 3-point jump shots. He cannot lose to that. Because when he had Tim and he went up against that same type of team, no problem. Every time they shoot a 3 and miss, I'm gonna get a layup and dunk, and we're gonna win.
Blame
that's another topic for another day. Popovich, you better tighten up, son. You better tighten up, cause boy,
give that boy that money, Pop. I'm telling you.
Boy, if the Spurs lose, boy, it's gonna be some smoke in this city for real, boy. Cause I'm gonna light his ass up. Don't worry about it.
Who?
Pop, the way America lit up Doc Rivers. Oh man, I got to get me some of this shit.
Doc Rivers and Pop, 2 different people though.
You're right. Papa Doc. Papa Doc.
Hey, don't put Pop and Doc. Doc is a whole nother case.
I would never do it again, sir. I would never do it again. I'd never do it again. But with that being said, we got to get up out of here. We enjoyed talking to y'all. And for those who haven't subscribed, Y'all will be able to hit this homage button on the side on the right of your screen. Click that button. It'll take you to our page. Please subscribe and hit that bell so every time we go live, you get a chance to hear it. And with that being said, we salute y'all. This is another edition of Fresh Perspective.